recording. Hopefully I'm recording. How you guys doing today? Doing good? Alright, so we have Aaron's soil can daily mix. Do we still have that issue?
You just saw it this morning. It's the truck drivers with the scrubs.
So that's what you're talking about?
Yes.
So just write scrub cans on there.
It's
That
in,
way when you look
it's
at it.
in the soil.
Cause, yeah, no, cause I was reading this, be sure to have cans organized by date. That one, it was completely mixed. He had a scrub, they have everything.
The
how,
scrubs are getting thrown.
how did it end up that way anyway? Doesn't have to go through
He
them?
came straight into the, well, okay, how we found that is he came in early this morning and I said, hey, they've already pulled today's scrubs, do you have any? And he said, yes, I have scrubs and garments. And I said, awesome, can you just set them over there and make sure that we get them done because we're already on 8/8. And instead of him even acknowledging that I asked him to do that, he just put it in with the soil cans. That can was put into soil.
But you guys scan it, right? You guys process the product.
We don't process the gallons though.
Well, I know that, but that can has gowns, sheets.
Blanket, sheets.
Yeah.
Everything.
So Aaron went to go find them, he's like, they're not over there, and so then he had to dig through cans to find his scrubs that he had to have washed today.
Do you send it back to get a scan into, what I'm trying to find out if everything has to go through you guys.
Well, no, the drivers are supposed to they're supposed to have all their garments separate and they're supposed to put it in the can. We're supposed to never see anything that has a garment in it.
Right. But that can that
But
I
it
saw this
shouldn't- it
morning
shouldn't
was
be
completely
with-
mixed.
But it shouldn't be mixed. They should already have that stuff separated. There should be never any mixed gallons with our product. I mean, the scrubs.
You
There
follow
should be
me
never
on
scrubs.
Okay, so once that happens, the cycle is to send it back to rework, and then it will be processed as rework. That's how the process works. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like
Well,
if
no,
he
you
gets,
said that
if he gets a
They-
can full of scrubs, it's not his job to make sure that it comes back and gets put into the soil. It's his job that his rework gets put into rework because it's not where it's supposed to be.
but that can came from the client, from the hospital, came and then went straight to the wash floor.
Mhm.
So that mean it never went through them to get scanned.
And it shouldn't have been.
Garment.
It should not if it is garment.
Yeah.
But
garment.
that can has sheets, blankets and all that stuff.
Okay, so I understand what you're getting at,
So
but
all
the
that other stuff comes
process,
back to
if
them.
he is to find things in his garment or his scrub containers, it's automatic rework
It goes to them and then they have to run it through.
as
That's
rework.
a rework.
Yeah.
So that means the client never get charged for.
So that's,
Cause yesterday, there has been, especially from Houston, I don't know who been processing Houston, that should have happened on Friday. Who processed Houston on
it would have
Friday?
been night shift.
Night shift. There were like
We ran,
four accounts that didn't have anything.
yeah, we
And there
ran
was some account that were high on numbers.
on
Because they're not
Friday,
switching over.
Houston, they ran 2 cans. We ran all of Cleburne, all of Dallas, or a little bit of Dallas. I think we ran like 12 cans of Dallas? 12 cans of Dallas.
I ran
right?
a couple of Houstons.
And
but
then
they
like,
were-
I think 4 or 5 Houston, not more than that. And that probably is where you're finding.
Well, what's happening, I can guarantee you, is they're seeing Kindred and they're not paying attention to what's after Kindred and they're just running it up as the same thing. As opposed to switching it over,
Okay.
cause they're not reading the full name of the account, or it'll say like Kindred Houston, but there's two there's two different
There's
ones
about
that say
4.
Houston. Well, I'm saying, but there's one that's like, Houston, Northwest and then Houston something, and they're probably just seeing it as the one and just running it as the same thing when they're two different things.
Okay.
And being that they pretty much have the same items in them, it's not registering to them that, you know, it's different.
But, okay.
So Ken's
I
fully
got,
aware.
I got that information, I'm gonna talk to,
Yeah,
Aiken.
Ken's fully aware of that, and he said it's an RSR issue because they should be putting their garments
separate, yeah.
and putting all the other items with the account that should be, you know.
Yeah. But the,
So there shouldn't be blankets and wet
yeah, a
mops
couple of
and
issues there.
microfibers in there.
one is the garment wasn't separated, and two, the client didn't get charged for the soil.
Right,
That's why
because they're not going through the
yeah, that's
soil
why I
system.
talked to. Then part of the process, I don't believe it should be the process. Once it gets to you, it becomes a rewash when we know that.
You don't know where it came from, so.
And you
But
receive,
at least we should have run it, we should
Give the
have run it
RSR
as
to the
a
client that
so if
need
we
to-
were to run it under a Dallas account.
generic.
Yeah, exactly, that's what we do, once it comes back as rework, because if we're to run it under a Dallas account and it doesn't belong to that account, then that account's going to be charged for it. Does that make, if they would've, okay, say that they put them in, those items in with scrubs that didn't belong, those items didn't belong with that account, it was a messy bin. So we have no idea that those items go with that
So
scrub
you guys
account.
do you guys know who it came from?
It came from the gentleman that dropped off this morning, he's a heavier set
Joe.
Hispanic guy.
Joe Dallas.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what account though, so. Alright, so we do have to keep this meeting on time, cause Randy's here with some people to do the construction on the building.
Oh, okay.
So, as long as we keep it on track, we, you know,
Alright,
they're here for a little bit.
alright. See, that's, okay.
And then you took.
Because
a
we need to
picture-
figure out the process though, you just can't, if we went straight to the wash floor, you should, and we know they just came in, it should have had gone back and should be treated as a generic instead of rewash.
Okay.
Cause they will go, servers will go and say, oh, there's nothing for this account, so they will go to the generic and look into generic, and try to pick up the number and create a number. But if you go straight to wash, to rewash, they won't see what's, if anything, any account that it has a missing number, they won't be able to pick it up.
If that should happen again, bring it to me and I will put it under and run it as a generic for Dallas.
Yeah, that way Dala will look into those numbers that they didn't have no accounts or no numbers. You wanna go into?
Yeah,
first?
sure, I sure will. Okay, hey guys, how are y'all? Today, we are actually doing pretty well, seeing as how we've been down for an hour and 26 minutes now. Just due to efficiency, guys, we're overworking the wash floor, their efficiency looks amazing, so it's nothing that anybody's doing in particular, you guys are just rock stars. So, we started with 66 cans on the floor, Houston brought in 17 cans at 7:20. Now we're sitting at 65 cans at 9:30, we've done 18 cans today. Yesterday our total pieces were 8,441, that was with 2 people running the tables. Today we are already at 8,680 pieces, awesome job guys, that's with 2 people running the tables. As far as wash floor goes, loads are at 100%, wash rates at 93, and turnovers at 9 minutes. Good job, guys. Thank you very much. Awesome.
Hey,
When I walked out.
Right now, what we're needing from dryers, any kind of washcloths, massage towels that come across the line, bath blankets we're in desperate need of, and if you see any bar mops, can we make sure that those get to Alejandro, please? As far as gowns go, we're doing great.
Good,
Okay.
I like it.
Alright,
There's a ton of blankets out there, they just gotta be processed.
Bath blankets.
We do a
Blankets
lot.
and thermal.
Yeah.
And she's needing, right now, we're needing at least 1,300 washcloths, still, right now. Okay, and as far as bath blankets go, she's needing almost 1,800. So if we could,
The bath towels are doing that thing they did yesterday where they aren't drying.
okay,
I just put those in
Good.
again,
Okay.
and so I have to like.
Are
put
they
them
like
over again.
soaking wet? Do we need
It's
to
not
do another
s-
rinse?
It's not soaking wet, it's more
But
like,
it's damp.
it's damp.
Damp.
Okay,
I'm gonna work with maintenance trying to adjust those formulas.
I was about to
But
say,
that's-
I think it might
that's-
just be the formula a little bit.
Yeah, increase 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then we should be fine. Alright.
okay.
Okay, so who's gonna lead us on illustration? Who was it yesterday?
I got you. Come on. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beauty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And thighs.
Knees.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright guys, thank you.
Even when you think that you have too many back blankets, more please.
I can. So,